Well, here's a little project to do while you're in between, you know, other projects. Need a little bit of time to kill. Well, if you're wondering why you're staring at kind of a blank type screen, well, it's not going to be blank for long. What I'm wanting to do is to mount this little handy dandy little key holder thingy here onto the cupboard. Now, of course, this is the cupboard that is in the office. Pretty much look, you can tell. And what I'm wanting to do is mount the little key holder there, and then right below it, kind of a bill holder type of dealie. And then right from there to the bottom, kind of a corkboard type thing as well. So of course I've already marked out on each side where I want it, so she's nice and centered. I'm about to run a screw in there and, you know, get her mounted. So we've already got one of the screws in. We're just going to tighten down on the other one here. Of course, using the torque flex setting on the drill so we don't over tighten it. Then that way we don't end up stripping it out. So we have the little key hanger thingy there mounted in. What I'm going to do now is measure down using, you know, whatever the key is going to be on it to make sure they don't interfere with the bill hanger, and then we'll hang the bill hanger here right below it. Might end up having to drill some holes here in the little mesh so we can put a screw through it. So I'll get the preparation done, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so once you got the key rack and everything all fastened down, measure down to where you want the bill holder. And for demonstration purposes, I've already put one screw in just to hold it. I've already got a bit of a pre-drill going on the other hole there just to make her easier. And of course, using the torque settings on the drill so you don't overstrip it, we'll run her on in. Now, of course, being everything is semi-measured and semi-good, what we got is about 12 inches this way to for a bulletin board, and as well as 14 inches there for a cork board as well. Now, of course, you can find something in retail location that's roughly 11 by 14, 12 by 14. You can even buy a 12 by 12 tile that'll stick right on there. Of course, me being me, I'm going to use this one here. This one here came to me kind of cheap, kind of reasonable, and however, it's just a bit on the big side. Now, it looks to me like it's a home-built type of bulletin board where somebody has stuck a cork board to one of the roofing tiles. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is measuring out an 11 by 14 and giving that a cut. And then that should be good to stick kind of right in here. So what I'll do is I'll give that a measure and give it a cut, and then we'll see how she goes from there. Okay guys, so upon further inspection of the bulletin board that we were going to use to cut down to make fit, she wouldn't cut properly, ended up making a mess and breaking it. So I went out, and like the great retail world we live in, I found ourselves a bulletin board here. That, as you see here, is exactly the size we need, which is 11 by 14. Of course, to give her a fit up, as you see, she fits nice and snugly right up underneath of the bill holder and on the bottom of the cupboard. So of course we'll tear into her, tearing off the plastic. Now this bulletin board or dry erase board, it's kind of a combo thing going on there. It doesn't mount with screws, it doesn't mount with anything really spectacular. It just uses simple two-way tape mounted in the corners of the bulletin board, which then sticks to whatever surface you choose. So as you see here, we have your nice 3M two-way tape. Of course, it's sticky on both sides if you peel away the paper. The kit came with magnets as well for removable if you choose. I'll probably keep those magnets for another project, as they do come in handy once in a while. On the bulletin board itself there, it has your simple, you know, cardboard backing here, with, of course, made out of like 99% plastic. It has a dry erase marker up top, which we're going to remove because we do not need that, nor do we have the space for it. And of course, these little squares in the corners here is where your two-way tape will mount. So we're going to stick the two-way tape onto these squares and then slap her into place. So of course, guys, the two-way tape is just a simple peel and stick installation, where you peel the tape, the paper backing off of the tape, and stick it onto the bulletin board, and then peel the backing off the tape again a second time to stick it onto the surface itself. And of course, like all other adhesives or tape or whatever else you may be using, you got to make sure the surface is clean and dry, full of, you know, clean from dust, debris, anything like that, because or else the tape won't stick to surface. It'll just peel and fall away. So once you got the tape stuck to the bulletin board, we'll give her another test fit just to make sure she'll fit where we want her to. So as you see there, the surface we're working with is pretty much clean and dust free. So we'll peel away the paper here on the back of the tape. Now, if you were to use the magnets, what I would do is I'd half the two-way tape in half and stick, you know, basically half to the board, half to the magnets, and the magnets would make it removable. However, this is a permanent board, a permanent solution, and it's not going to really be removed. Now, the downside of using two-way tape is if you ever do remove it, it's going to make a mess. Especially if it's on a painted surface, you stand extreme risk of ripping the paint off the surface. If it's on a surface that the tape has adhered well to, but the surface is stronger than the tape will kind of peel as it pulls away and leaves chunks of the tape behind. So we'll stick it onto the cupboard here. Kind of getting her centered square where you want her, because you kind of only got a one-shot deal at this. And pretty much pressing her down in the corners where the tape, you know, is. And there you go, she is pretty much installed. Now, like some of the dry erase boards out there, they are a magnetic board as well, so you can stick anything on it for magnets. It is a dry erase surface, so you can write on it with dry erase markers. As well as over here in the corner, you have a bulletin board, so you can pin stuff to it as well. But yeah, guys, this has been a bit of an office storage project just to clear up some of the clutter, make you know, a holder for the bills, something to for a reminder of stuff that's coming up for the bulletin board, and a place to hang assorted lawnmower keys and things like that. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.